waves, no clouds, no iceberg, no steam, no nothing. So this is the ultimate vision. Na nirodho na cha utpattihi, na baddho na cha sadhakaha, na muktaha na mumukshurvai, ittesha paramarthata. In our deep sleep experience, we get a trailer of this experience. Because in deep sleep, there is no sense of limitations. There is no sense of I. There is no sense of otherness. Therefore, there is no desire. Therefore, there is no creation. Therefore, there is no destruction. Therefore, there is nobody bound. Therefore, nobody is liberated, because there is nobody. And nobody alone is happy. They rightly say in English, nobody is happy in this world. It's very true. Mr. Nobody alone is happy. Somebody is always miserable. See, friends. So this is the ultimate vision. This is the vision that we have to be attained, to be achieved. So it is the whole spiritual practice is therefore only changing the focal length. All is useless. When those who get the cataract, in that they start seeing the things hazy, not clear. So is anything happening over there? No. Vision is okay. Everything, why I am not able to see? Because there is a cataract developed. So what the doctor say? Abhi mature hone do. And when the cataract is removed, immediately vision is restored. In the same manner, we have this cataract of relativity. And in this cataract of relativity, I versus you versus I, achievement versus failure, friend versus enemy, and there is no end to this. Therefore, the great masters tell, look at the world as the God looks at his creation. Try. And when we start with this, slowly, our vision becomes mature and it doesn't make any difference to us. Who is how? It makes no difference. See? Na nirodho na cha utpattihi na baddho na cha sadhakaha. This shloka is bodily lifted by Gaudapadacharya in his commentary Karikas on Mandukya Upanishad. The same mantra comes in many places. This is the ultimate. Eka evatma mantavyaha jagrat swapna sushuptishu sthanatraya vyatitasya punarjanmana vidyate. Now here, how do we come to this vision, this standpoint? This is the technique given. When we talk about our experiences of life, we write an autobiography. Autobiography of whom? Only the waker. Our life has not only waker as the experience. Waker is there, dreamer is there, deep sleeper is there, sometimes samadhiwala. 4. So if you have to serve somebody, like many people do service to us. What is their service? Feed him up to the cranium. Feed him. Because he is a dabba. No, I have prepared with such a great love for you, Swamiji, and this is the first time I prepared. I want to do experiment on you and then I can give to others. Love. Experimental love. See? Love doesn't mean that we only feed. See, other thing, love means pressing the leg. So one small baby used to come. Now she is a medical student. So when she was small, Swamiji, I want to serve you. Say, sir. So okay, I'll press your feet. So with frog-sized hand, So start from the toe. Second, now what next? I said, no, hands. Over in 2 seconds, pressed. Now what next? I said, now my throat is paining. Only pressing the body cannot be the seva, only feeding cannot be the seva, but we have to take into account the overall life. Exactly same way, when we talk about our life, we have to take into account the waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi experiences together. Then only we are talking properly and will come at the right conclusion. If partial data is used, the conclusions cannot be perfect. See? So what we take into account when we write an autobiography of a Dumbo? We take into account only the waker. What about the dreamer? See, friends, there was a great master. In the morning he got up and started crying. So the disciples came. Sir, why are you crying in the morning? You are a guru. Forget about guru. I am very miserable. I had a very bad dream. Started crying. What dream, sir? You told us dream is an illusion. Now you are crying. You don't talk about all that, but I am very miserable. I had a very bad dream. I had dreamed that I am a butterfly. He said, anyway, it was just a dream. Forget about. Take tea, coffee and teach us Mandukya Upanishad. See? He said, no, you don't understand. You don't allow me to talk. What kind of disciples you are? Okay, sir, tell. He says, my question is, whether your guru dreamed that he was a butterfly or the butterfly is dreaming that he is a guru. Now tell who is who. We only take into account 1/4 of the total experiences and then conclude about the total life. See, friends, here the teacher tells, Eka eva atma mantavyaha jagra sapna sushuptishu. Every experience has 3 components. Experienced, experiencer and experiencer. So the waking experience has also 3 components. Waker, waking experience and the waking world. Similarly, the dream also has these components. The dreamer, the dream experience and the dream world. And the deep sleep also the same and the samadhi also the same. Now, see this tripod of this camera, it has got 3 legs. These 3 legs are existing in relation to each other. They are all connected. If one leg goes away, the 2 legs cannot function. The whole stand will fall down. If this is true, in every experience, objects are different that we can understand. Like this is a mic stand, this is a flower, and this is a book. So these are 3 objects different from each other. No intelligence is required to know this or understand this. Then the experience of the mic is different, experience of the flower is different, and experience of the book is different. Experience of the mic, it is amplifying. Experience of the flower, it is having fragrance. Experience of the book, it is difficult. So, if be very attentive, if the 3 objects are different from each other, their experience is also different from each other, how there can be a common experiencer? Take your own time. If you can catch this point, you have taken a very long leap into the infinite. I'll leave it to you. Now, second, we write our autobiography. I was born such and such date, I don't know unfortunately, but anyway I was born. And now I am here in Ahmedabad writing books because they had nothing to do. But the only problem is there is no publisher available. So I had to publish. All my money I am spending in that. And after publishing the book, another problem comes. What is that? To sell it. So I give gift to people. And then the people use it for chuda, I think. Autobiography of a Dumbo over. Why don't you write an autobiography of a dreamer? Think. In every dream, there is a separate dreamer, is it not? If in every dream there is a separate dreamer, then in every waking experience there is a separate waker. So yesterday's dreamer and today's dreamer has no relationship. Exactly equally true. Yesterday's waker and today's waker has no relationship. Then where do we come? We come in absolute today. And today is the only day when we live. Yesterday was a waste paper. Today is a newspaper. Tomorrow is a question paper. And life is an answer paper. We can find answer to all our questions if we live in 100% today. Once you catch this, then we come to know it is so true. I am one. With reference to my daddy, I become a son. With reference to my wife, I become a husband. With reference to my son, I become a father. So this one I is, because of the conditioning, as if has become three. But has he ever become three? As if become three. And who is miserable? This as if. They are miserable. I as a son is miserable because of my Hitler dad. I as a husband is miserable because of the Shurpanakha. And I as a father is miserable because of a terrible digital monster. But I as a man is normal. In the same manner, one absolute conscious blissful existence with the conditioning of the Panchakoshas becomes the Jiva. The same reality with the conditioning of the names and the forms and objectivity becomes the world. The same Paramatma with the conditioning of the Maya becomes the Ishvara. See, friends, the same mind, be very attentive, the same mind with the conditioning of the eyes becomes vision. The same mind with the conditioning of the ears becomes a hearing ability. The same mind with the conditioning of the nose becomes poking ability. You poke nose, isn't it? So there are not many minds behind the sense organs. It's only one mind. In the same manner, there is but one absolute conscious blissful existence. When it is expressing through the masculine body, the beard grows. When it is expressing through the donkey, the newspaper is eaten. And when it goes through the cobra, the venom is produced. When it is expressing through the cow, the milk is produced. Because of that, this reality neither becomes masculine, nor a donkey, nor poisonous, nor healthy. Eka eva atma mantavyaha jagrat swapna sushuptishu. I'll give one experience. This happened in UK. I was staying in somebody's house, a Britisher. If you want to see a beautiful house, visit any Britisher's house. They know how to keep the houses. Ours is only, name is Surat, but it is Bad Surat. It is not beautiful. Such a neat and clean, beautiful house. Only one night I stayed there. So that Amma, my friend's mother, she kept nice book and everything. So I read for some time, I put it down and wanted to sleep. So the light was behind, so I was searching, where is the switch? I can switch it off. I could not stretch and find out. I had to get up. And then when I looked, those lights went deep into my eyes as if, bright light. And after some time, I could locate the switch it off, and slept. When I closed my eyes, that bright light was seen. Then I opened my eyes, the street lights were seen. Then again I closed my eyes, the bright light was seen. Again I opened my eyes, the street lights were seen. And there, Eureka! When experiences demand the use of sense organs and objects, it is a waking experience. When the experience is that of the impressions on the mind alone, it is a dream experience. And both of them are illumined by one common denominator, who never becomes the waker nor becomes the dreamer. This one reality is our essential nature. See, try this. Look at the bright light for some time and close your eyes. You still see the light. So where is that light? That light is nothing but a mere impression on the mind. So dream experiences are only impressions on the mind without the presence of the object, and these impressions are lingering impressions. And when we come in contact with the world through our sense organs, we gather impressions, but in the presence of the objects. In both the cases, whether it is a dream experience or a deep sleep experience, experiences are happening only on the mind as the digital data in your hard disk. See, friends. And the substratum supporting all these experiences, waking, dream and deep sleep, the substratum is one. Eka eva atma mantavyaha jagrat swapna sushuptishu. The experiences of existence are waking and the dream. The experience of absence of these two is the deep sleep. But in and through these three experiences, there is one common denominator which is never absent. Now, who can make this statement contemplate? I had a good sleep, but in between I had bad dreams. Who can make this statement? I had a good sleep. A waker cannot make a statement because he was not there in the deep sleep. I had sometime bad dreams. This statement also cannot be made by the waker because he was not in the dream. Yet this statement is made. Who makes this statement? The one who was present in the deep sleep, the one who was present in the dream, the one who is present in the waker, but who never became a waker, a dreamer, or a deep sleeper. He merely supported all these three upadhis, three conditionings. We are not doing karma, we are not doing japa, we are not doing meditation, we are not doing anything because we are reaching nowhere. Eka evatma mantavyah jagrat swapna sushuptishu sthanatraya vyatitasya. Thus, when we discover our identity, not as Mr. Waker, see, these are such simple things. If you just systematically trace, systematically means what? Like the telescopic antenna of a car. When you pull it out, it comes out in a particular sequence. When you press it back, it goes back in a reverse sequence. There is no jumbling like the wires. Exactly the same way, the whole world comes out. Mayi eva sakalam jatam, mayi sarvam pradishtitam, mayi sarvam layam yati, tad brahmadvayam asmeham. Everything is existing in me, everything is born in me, everything goes back in me. See how this absolute truth, self, is eternal presence. When gets identified with the gross body, the waker is born. After identification with the gross body, the husband, wife, brother, sister, mother, father are born. And who are miserable? These secondary selves are miserable. And when we want to go to sleep, what we do? First of all, we drop all the conditionings. Then we drop all the personalities. And then slowly we start withdrawing. Not today, tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. And ultimately, I want to sleep, this I also drop. Goes back. Like a child bringing out the bubble and putting it inside bubble gum. This is non-stop going on. Nothing has ever happened. Nothing is ever going to happen. But how much miserable we become on small, small issues. Come to discover this truth and see the joy of life. Sthanatraya vyatitasya punarjanmana vidyate. Punarjanma means what? Punarjanma. Janma, birth, means identification with the finite is called as birth. Misery comes, identified with the misery, Mr. Miserable is born. Birth. Then second misery comes, again identified with the second misery, Mr. Miserable too is born. See? And where this miserable fellow goes in the deep sleep? Because when we are not identified with the gross body, the husband, mother, father, brother, everybody disappears. So where do they go? See, friends, therefore there is neither birth nor death. This is a huge drama going on. And we are one of the characters. Play your game beautifully, play your role perfectly, and celebrate life. This is what our Amrut-Bindu Upanishad tells. It's not for meaning suffering. No, I don't know what sin I have done. Will I go to heaven or hell? You will go nowhere because you are nobody. See, friends, sthanatraya vyatitasya punarjanmana vidyate. Thereafter, one stops becoming miserable. Be very attentive. Punarjanmana vidyate, don't go to the next life dropping this body. We are constantly born every 5 minutes. See? If there is activity in our pranamaya kosha, hunger. Hungry is born. Yaar bhook lagi hai, kuch khane ka do. Hungry is born. And then we eat up to the nose. Then, oh, I think I have done too much today. Now miserable fellow is born. See? There is no end to our births. One after another goes on and on and on. See, friends. Therefore, Punarjanma, do not mistake it that the next life will not be born. Punarjanma navidyate means in this life, from now onwards, you will stop being miserable. That means this knowledge will make us happy in this world, not in the next life. There is no station of death for attainment of immortality. You don't have to die to be immortal. See, friends, punarjanma na vidyate. Eka eva hi bhutatma bhute bhute vyavasthitaha ekada bahudha chaiva drishyate jalachandravata. Now here the teacher says a very beautiful thing. Many times these people ask us question. One person asked me this question from one NRI. Little bit they read here and there, and when they come here, one person wrote me, Swamiji, I am coming to India. I got only 1 week time. But this time I had decided, because I heard so many places, without Guru there is no liberation. So I am in search of a Guru. Where do you advise me to go? So I told him there are many Guru malls in Haridwar, Rishikesh and various places. You go for shopping and see. Adopt one Guru, get 2 disciples free. Guru, Guru, Guru. Sorry for those whose sleep is disturbed because of this. So, this person asked me this question, Swamiji, when so many jivas are born, will not there be any congestion and too much, and if all the jivas die, what will happen to God? Who will worship Him? And where from so many jivas are coming? Is there any factory? The jivas are producing through. See, please understand what is the meaning of jiva. Then with that understanding, liberation is normal. It is not something great. If you are standing before the mirror, in that mirror we see our reflection. Now, if you have to define reflection, how will you define? Can you talk about reflection without original face and the mirror? So, reflection is made up of reflection plus the reflecting medium called as a mirror and our own face which is reflected, is it not? These 3 things together constitute a reflection. If this is clear, then suppose there is one mirror, there will be one reflection. 2 mirrors, 2 reflections. N mirrors, N reflections. Addition of one more mirror, is it any load on my face to reflect in so many mirrors? See, there is no load. Why there is no load? Because reflection is an appearance, it does not exist. Just an appearance. And when all the mirrors are removed, where poor reflections must have gone? See? This jiva we have not correctly understood, and therefore we talk about going to hell and heaven. And it has gone so deep in our system that we cannot take it out. See, in one college or school, 10th, 12th standard, I gave a talk. Naturally, to those students, when you talk about inspiration, achievement, goal, abilities, commitment, dedication, hard work. So I spoke to them like that. And thereafter I told, now anybody wants to ask some question, you are welcome to ask, but I am open only to the students, not to anyone. So don't ask anybody else question, I will not reply. So like we tell here, switch off your mobile phones, but we only hear, but we don't do that. They are also the same thing. So they are also the same. One elderly teacher got up, Swamiji, I have got a question. I said, please sit down. I am not going to answer your question. Don't ask. I have very clearly told that I will not entertain question from anyone else except the student. Naturally, he got very angry, frustrated. I said, your choice. I had no problem. After everything was over, we are having a cup of tea in the principal's room. I said, please call the teacher. He was angry with me. I'll extend my apologies. When he came, I asked him, I said, sir, I'm sorry I did not answer your question because it was at the wrong time, wrong question. Therefore, I did not reply. How do you know what was my question? The anger was still there. I said, because your question was, what happens after death, is it not? How do you know that? I said, from your face. You are not living, you are waiting. See? Then he said, yes, that was my question. Then I said, what do you teach here in the school? He said, I teach physics. I said, hey, you made my problem very easy. Now tell me, when a bulb becomes fuse, where the light goes, there you will go after death. Now find out. Oh, this nobody even thought about this thing. I said, yes, I am always abnormal. Now find out where the bulb goes, the light goes, when the bulb becomes fuse. Does the light comes out of that bulb and goes into another fuse bulb? Aa jao kya? Aa jao. No. Be very attentive. Why? Because electrical energy manifests through bulb under n number of conditions. So the light is a manifestation. It is not an individuality. Bulbs may be individual, but the light is not individuality, it is a common expression. Exactly the same way, the absolute conscious existence, when expresses through any body, doesn't matter what body it is, as life. So life is expression of the divinity. In this expression of divinity, there is no place for individuality. Will you call two bulbs? One bulb is fixed in a temple, illuminating the God. Other bulb is fixed in a toilet, illuminating the commode. Then you look at these two bulbs. Must be Punyavan. In the last life, must have done great meritorious works, must have given lot of donation, dharma, therefore illuminating God. This one, Mahapapi, must be a minister, last life. Therefore, illuminating the toilet. And when these discussions about their quality was going on, this bulb got fused. What happened? भगवान को अच्छे लोग अच्छे लगते हैं. So God takes away those who are good, and those who are bad, they remain here. Keep an 11 toilet. वो तो सब ठीक है, but now we have to do आरती. There is no light. Oh, anyway, take it out from there and fix it. So, when you take out the bulb from the toilet and fix over here, again start thinking, पिछले जन्म के कोई पुण्य ऊपर आ रहे हो. Whether the light was illuminating the commode or the god, it makes no difference to the light. Whether our eyes are illuminating the cow dung or a beautiful rasgulla, it makes no difference to our eyes. See, friends, whether the mind is supporting a noble thought or an ignoble thought, it makes no difference to the mind. Whether our ears are hearing melodious music or a tragedy of a Aurangzeb, it makes no difference to the ears. In the same manner, the conscious principle, whether it is illuminating the waking, the dream, the deep sleep or the samadhi, it makes no difference. Now what sadhana will you do? See, friends, एक एव हि bhutatma bhute bhute vyavasthitaha. There is but one reality which is expressing through all the things and beings. Depending on the conditioning or the upadhi, expressions are different. Like the mind with the conditioning of the eyes is expressing as vision. The same mind with the conditioning of the ear is expressing as hearing ability. So differences are on upadhi. Exactly the same way. The absolute conscious blissful existence expressing through the conditioning of the stones is only existence. When the same reality expressing through the conditioning of the plant kingdom, there is existence plus life. The same reality expressing through the conditioning of the animal body, then existence, life plus knowledge. The same reality expressing through the conditioning of the human body, the expression includes existence, life, knowledge and happiness. Because of the differences in the conditioning, the expressions appear to be different, but the one which is expressing is one and the same. Eka eva hi bhutatma bhute bhute vyavasthitaha.